Today we have lots of new news regarding the development of the upcoming dinosaur evolutionary survival game, Historia. Now this is a game that if you do not know about, because I know a lot of people might not know about this game, but it's a game I cover a lot on this channel, but if you want to know more about this game, here's 2 videos on the screen now that I recommend you check out if you want to learn more about this game. Today we have some news to go over, including a new creature and its model and animations to show off, and some very big development news where the devs clearly went over everything in terms of development, what they've been working on over the last couple of months while they were a little bit quiet. So I'm going to be going over that today. I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know. And of course, if you do enjoy this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and also maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video, and join my Discord server. We're aiming for 500 members, as I'm also aiming for 5,000 subscribers. I wonder which one will get there first. Probably the Discord. But other than that, let's get right into this video. We now have our first pterosaur in the game, and well, first pterosaur modeled and animated, and this will most likely be the first pterosaur we play as. I'm going to be discussing this right now, and I'm very happy that we get this in the game. You know, I'm very happy to see these animations in the model because I think it looks absolutely brilliant. So firstly, what is the creature? Well, the new flyer in question is Eudimorphodon. This little guy looks so cute. We can see obviously by the image that is shown, this is the base image or the concept art. Well, not really concept art, but it's the more promotional art to show off the dinosaur in this game. And I think this render looks absolutely amazing. I love the little tail on this guy. I love the way the tail comes out and it's got that little like fluffy membrane kind of thing. I think that looks really nice. It's one of the cutest little dudes in the game so far. Now, Eudimorphodon, I'm pretty sure will be the first flyer you play as in the game. And well, that's if you know, in the Triassic you choose to go down pterosaurs, because I assume, right, you will only have one character. So if you want to go down pterosaurs, you can go down pterosaurs. Well, if you don't, you then don't go down pterosaurs. So if you do go down pterosaurs, I'm pretty sure Eudimorphodon will be the first character you play as a pterosaur, unless you can have more than one different characters, and you can have one that's an aquatic, one that's a land, and one that's in the air. That'll be pretty neat as well. Now we have some animations that I want to show off, but obviously I want to show you this obvious concept art or promotional art which I've got on the screen. This is absolutely brilliant. I love it so much. It fits really nicely. But yeah, let's get into the animations. And these animations, I think, suit this guy really well. And I think they are absolutely brilliant. One thing that I do hope for the animations in the future, when it comes to across the whole pterosaur lineage in the game, I hope that all of the animations between each pterosaur are different and not just copy-pasted. I know it'll be cheaper and it'll be easier if it's just a copy-paste. But if you think about it this way, if it's subtly different, that gives each pterosaur its own character and make sure they're all different and unique, compared to it just being a model that makes them unique. So obviously I'd assume the big ones will have different animations, but if all the small ones have the same animations, it'll be very interesting to note, and it might defeat a purpose a little bit. I'd really love to see the animations improve, or well, not improve, but different ones and subtle changes among every single pterosaur if they were to change them throughout. Right, so let's actually get into the animations. I know I blabbed on a little bit there and I do apologize for that. So the first one is a tree climbing animation. I love this one. It kind of opens up the possibility of an insectivore tree hunting gameplay style, and I also love this animation as it's so smooth as well. Next we see the idle animation where Eudimorphodon is sat on a tree or hanging out on a tree trunk, and it's cleaning itself and plucking some stuff from its wings or its membranes. I love this. This animation adds character. I love animations like this. They add so much character to the pterosaur, and I think it's just so nice to see. And of course, finally, we have the flying animation. I love how smooth this animation is. Now, I assume there must be fast. This one must be a fast flying animation, right? I'd assume there's a slow flying animation as well. Or maybe this is where it's kind of like hovering in the air, where it's looking down at prey, ready to dive down, like how falcons do, because that's a really cool idea, and it would be really cool to see that in the game, but I assume pterosaurs might not have that ability like birds do. But either way, that would be so cool. Let me know what you think about these brand new Eudimorphodon animations and model. Let me know in the comments down below. Now this final part, the devs claim, is a really small update. This is huge. We have a lot to talk about here and I just want to get right into it. The devs posted a list of everything they've been working on and there is a lot. So let's just go in. I'm going to have the thing on the screen while I talk over it so you can pause and read it, and we're going to split it up in different sections. There's some really interesting things here that I really want to say. So let's go over it. Firstly, we've got team and engine. For the team, hired a new level designer, Pure Evil Pomology, and she's going to be working on the map for the game. Engine, updated engine to version 4.26.2, tweaked almost all engine settings, increasing performance and visual fidelity significantly. Project is currently now being held in a Git repository where all devs can work in a common ground. This is because one of the devs who had been holding the work in the game, his OS drive failed and he lost everything, which is absolutely terrifying. Now let's get into the code. There's a lot here to go over. Lots of code refactoring, aka making it better, more modular, more performant. Moved all creature statistic variables and functions from Blueprint to C++. UI fixes, updated movable UI system. Database fixes, possibility of soft modding from database files. Modified the social system to follow database logic correctly. Steam integration fixes. Work is being done for a lobby system where you can join your friends in the main menu and then join a server together. More fun things like the one above, going for full Steam implementation. Discord integration. Compiled dedicated servers ready for distribution to host your own Historia dedicated server. Maybe I'll be hosting my own Historia dedicated server. If I can somehow manage to do that, that'll be incredible. And we can all play it together. For stats, updated how temperature works. Basic implementation of hypothermia. Basic implementation of hyperthermia. Added mass differences dictate damage differential and potential stomping, +1 nibble finisher. Added power and armor. They counter each other for damage calculations. Added venom damage. The more mass you have, the more is needed to be lethal. Added bleed damage. Added bacterial damage. Basic implementation of genetics and inheritance of stats and skin patterns with possible mutations. Now mechanics. Prototype for climbing system. New sprint system, more realistic and based on stamina. Possibility of making trees fall with enough force being tested. Basic interaction system. Basic body and grabbing system in the works. Body and meat chunks and possible replacement of it with body dismemberment in far future. Camera zoom in and out implementation, spectator mode fixes. For audio, most creature sounds completed. Basic setup and sound cues, creation of audio settings, switch to binaural sound. And finally, for the creatures. Most creatures have semi-complete animation sets and the essential for them being playable. UD ready for engine work, which is Eudimorphodon. New creature being worked on. I wonder what this new creature is going to be. I can't wait to see. I wonder when it will be announced. Basic setup of creature, dynamic environment, interaction in the works as well. That is a lot of cool stuff. Especially I like the mechanics, the bleed damage, the poison, the lethality, hyper and hypothermia. It's going to be interesting. And the tree falling thing is going to be really cool as well. Let me know, what do you guys find interesting about all of this? It's like a huge changelog and I absolutely love seeing stuff like that. I absolutely messed up saying absolutely there. That's incredibly bad of me. But anyways guys, let me know what you think about all of this. Other than that guys, I do hope you enjoyed this brand new Historia video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. But other than that guys, I do hope you enjoyed. And yeah, subscribe if you are new to the channel and maybe join our Discord server as well. But other than that, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.